In this video, I'm gonna share my long-term experience with Mosko Moto Nomax tank bag. I will talk about the overall design, functionality, durability, pros and cons. I will also suggest to Mosko Moto Team an idea to lower the price a bit. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back. Believe it or not, but to find the right tank bag is not that easy. Usually the process takes a lot of time and money because they all look good on paper, but when you test them in real travel conditions, the reality is a little bit different. Now, after I have had this tank bag for more than a year, a few short and one very long trip around South America, I believe that I'm ready to share my long-term experience with it. Number one, overall design. I like it very much. It has this rough, aggressive look that promises to survive any situation, and it really does. During my trip around South America, I met every possible weather and road conditions, and it always worked perfectly. Because of the straps it has, it could be used with any brand or model. This makes it universal, and I like this a lot. Now, for example, in South America, I was not riding my 10-700, but I was still able to use the same tank bag. It is built from very tough material that will last for many years. All the straps and zips are very well made, and I have never had any problems with them. It is not waterproof unless you use this blue cover, and because of that many were disappointed, but I actually prefer this option because of a few reasons. Number one, this is very tough material that cannot be easily damaged. If you compare it with the thick vinyl that most of the waterproof bags have, this is way better. 2. It gives the possibility to have many different layers, compartments and pockets. And 3. I can use the cover not only in the rain but also in the dusty and muddy days to protect the bag and everything that I have inside. You can have this folder if you prefer to use paper maps like me. And if you don't need it, you can easily store it to one of the pockets. The usual waterproof bags looks like boxes or a bowler hat. And as I said, they don't have many compartments inside, so you have to keep everything like in the woman's purse. Also, the thick vinyl that most of these waterproof bags are made from could be easily deformed. For example, if you press it with your elbow, or if you sit on your tank bag accidentally, or if you have some kind of accident and your tank bag is involved, or any other situations, and once you deform this shape, you cannot restore it anymore. It will look like ugly piece of shit on the top of your motorcycle, and you might not be able to close it anymore because it's already deformed. Number 2, functionality. Because of these layers, compartments and pockets, you can split your luggage so much better and always find what you need. For example, in the first layer I have all of my camera gear, on the second are the microphones, in the pockets I have batteries, cables and so on and so forth. All of these pockets and compartments are very useful, especially when you carry a camera gear like me. You don't want all of your stuff to hit each other all the time when you're riding on bumpy roads, when you have vibrations, when you have these different road conditions and when you need to cover thousands of miles. You want your gear to be protected, and this separation or this splitting system works really well. Durability or longevity, whatever you want to name it. As I already told you, I have had this tank bag for more than a year before I decided to make this long-term review. But what is more important than time, it's the mileage that I have with it. Only in South America itself I have 32,000 kilometers and probably another 15,000 kilometers around Europe on short trips. So in total I have more than 50,000 kilometers with this tank bag, riding in any possible weather and road conditions. Only this test that I have done in the last year and all of these kilometers should be more than enough to tell you everything about the quality of this tank bag. And what I can say right now is well done, Mosko Moto, well done, you did a wonderful job. And even after more than a year and all of these kilometers, the tank bag still looks like a new. I never washed it, I never cleaned it, never ever. Yeah, it has some dust here and there, but everything still works as before. All the zips and all the locks and everything worked perfectly. I'm not really careful owner. I never worry about the tank bag because it is just a tool for me. I never clean it, never wash it. And I ride a lot, for thousands of kilometers for many days and months every year. So if you compare my riding style with someone who is a seasonal rider or use the motorcycle in the weekends, or maybe once per year for 10 days or 2 weeks, this tank bag will basically last forever. Number 4. Pros and cons. I already told you all the pros, let's now talk about the cons. Well, in my opinion, there is only one: price. Almost 300 euros for a tank bag. This is way too much than most of the riders will be happy to pay, but it's always subjective and depends on your budget. On the other hand, if the tank bag lasts 10 years, it will be very fair price, 30 euros per year. I understand that for these 300 euros you'll be able to buy 2 or 3 different tank bags, but I highly doubt that they'll be better and will last longer. You might be still skeptical because I got the tank bag for free a year ago, but let me tell you something. First of all, when they send me the tank bag, they never ask me to do anything specific. In fact, the owner of the company even told me, you don't need to make even a video review, just use the tank bag and share your opinion when you have it. That was everything. So now, a year later, I do this a long-term review that I never been asked, just because this information might help someone to make the right choice. Yes, 300 euros are a lot of money. Will I buy it if I don't have this sponsorship? Probably yes. I might need to tighten the budget here and there, but it's a really good quality tank bag that I would like to have. Number 5. A suggestion to the Mosko Moto Team. The original model comes with 2-liter hydration bladder inside. It looks like a good idea, but in reality it is not. If you have it full, it will not only take a big chunk from the internal space of the bag, but also will make it too heavy. Also, it is not really convenient and safe to use it while you ride. It is way easier when you have it in a normal backpack. The original tank bag also comes with 2 additional straps that could be extended and you can use it as a backpack. Really good idea on paper, but in reality it's a little bit different. As I already told you, I carry all of my camera gear inside. So I don't really want to have it on my back because I won't be able to see who is behind me, especially in the crown cities. It will be very easy for someone to unzip it and remove something from inside and I won't even notice it. I prefer to have visibility and straight access. That's why I carry my tank bag for this holder. And also, when you open it, it opens like this. So you really need to put it somewhere on the ground to have access to it. If you do it as a backpack, everything will fall apart. And that's why I prefer to have it just like that. And I removed these straps right from the beginning. They're not that big and that heavy, but they're, I would say, 50, 60, probably 100 grams. And they use another one pocket because of this. Now in this pocket, I can store something else. So if the guys from Mosko Moto decided to remove the water bladder, remove these straps, they will easily drop, let's say, almost like a 500 or 600 grams from the weight of the tank bag. But what is even more important, they will reduce the price, they will be able to reduce the price with at least 50, 60 euros, which will be really noticeable when you buy it. And of course, they can always offer it as an extra or as an addition of this existing tank bag, something on the side. So if someone wants to have the bladder inside, he'll be more than happy to pay 50 or 60 euros to have it. But I, for example, I don't want it, but even so, I cannot have the cheaper option. This is just one idea that I hope it will work for them and they will change it in the future. That's everything for today. I hope that this video will help you at least one person to make the right choice. Press like or dislike, whatever it deserves. If you subscribe, even better. See you in the next one. Ciao.